Are your rose bushes growing slowly, not blooming, or looking dull? Maybe they need a nutritional boost, and the best part is, you don't need to spend money on commercial fertilizers. Today, I want to share with you 10 homemade fertilizers, easy to make and highly effective, specially designed for roses at different stages, when they're growing, when they're blooming, or when they need to recover. Each of these fertilizers has unique properties that improve plant health, color, the number of flowers, and resistance. Plus, they're all made with ingredients you probably already have at home. Pay close attention, because at the end I'll share an extra tip, so you can also learn how to propagate your roses easily and effectively. The first fertilizer we'll talk about is wood ash, one of the oldest natural fertilizers out there. It's obtained from burning untreated wood or dry branches. Never use wood that has been painted, varnished, or chemically treated. Wood ash is rich in minerals like potassium, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Potassium helps flowers grow bigger and healthier, calcium strengthens the stems, and phosphorus promotes root development. It also helps improve soil pH, especially if it's too acidic. To use it, sprinkle a tablespoon around the base of your rose bush, lightly mix it with the soil, and then water. Use it once a month, but don't overdo it, as too much can make the soil too alkaline. Second is lentil sprout water, a natural source of auxins, plant hormones that stimulate root and new shoot growth. To make it, soak half a cup of lentils for 24 to 48 hours until they begin to sprout. Blend them with the soaking water, strain the liquid, and use it to water your plants. This fertilizer is ideal for newly planted roses, recovering roses, or those recently pruned. Besides auxins, it provides proteins, minerals like iron and phosphorus, and bioactive compounds that strengthen the plant's natural defenses. Apply every 15 days and always use it fresh. Third, we have compost tea or worm castings tea, a liquid fertilizer obtained by fermenting compost or worm humus in water for 24 to 48 hours. This liquid is full of beneficial microorganisms, decomposed organic matter, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, and many micronutrients. It improves soil structure, feeds the soil microbes, and strengthens roots and flowering. To prepare it, ferment 1 part compost in 3 parts water, strain, and dilute 1 part of this tea in 5 parts of clean water before watering. You can use it every 2 weeks as a regular watering or as a bloom booster. Fourth is nettle infusion, which not only nourishes but also protects. Nettle contains nitrogen, iron, magnesium, calcium, and silicon. These nutrients strengthen the plant, boost chlorophyll production, and make foliage greener and healthier. It also helps prevent fungal diseases and acts as a pest repellent. To prepare it, boil a handful of fresh or dried nettle in a liter of water, let it steep, strain, and use the liquid to water your roses or spray the leaves. Apply every 10 to 15 days, especially in spring and summer when the plant is more active. Molasses dissolved in water is a less common but very powerful fertilizer. Molasses is a thick, dark syrup, a byproduct of sugar processing, and it contains natural sugars, potassium, iron, calcium, magnesium, and traces of phosphorus. It feeds beneficial soil microbes, boosting their activity and making it easier for the plant to absorb nutrients. Dissolve a tablespoon of molasses in a liter of warm water, let it cool, and water the plant at the base. It's best used once a month. You'll notice greener, shinier leaves and improved flowering. Cooked oat water is another homemade fertilizer that strengthens the root system and provides energy. Boil 3 tablespoons of oats in a liter of water for 5 minutes. Then strain and let cool completely before applying. Oats contain B vitamins, iron, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and starches that stimulate plant cell activity. This preparation helps roses retain moisture and grow more vigorously. Apply once a week, especially on young roses or during dry periods. Another lesser-known fertilizer is homemade bone meal, which you can make from chicken or beef bones. They must be completely dry, either oven-dried or left in the sun for several days, and then ground into a fine powder. This meal is an excellent source of phosphorus and calcium. 2 essential minerals for strong roots and long-lasting blooms. It releases nutrients slowly, so just apply a teaspoon around the base of the rosebush every 2 months. Ideal before the blooming season, or right after pruning. Ground shellfish shells, like shrimp or crab shells, are a rarely used but highly beneficial resource. These shells contain calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and chitin. Chitin strengthens plant cell walls and stimulates natural defenses. Plus, these remains decompose slowly, releasing nutrients over several weeks. Just wash and dry the shells, grind them as finely as possible, and sprinkle a small amount at the base of the rosebush every 6 to 8 weeks. They also help improve soil texture. Baker's yeast dissolved in water, though best known for baking, is also an excellent plant growth stimulant. It contains B vitamins, amino acids, proteins, and minerals like phosphorus and zinc. It boosts microbial activity in the soil and improves nutrient absorption. To prepare it, mix 5 grams of yeast with a teaspoon of sugar in a liter of water. Let it ferment for 2 hours, and water your roses. Use once a month during spring or when you want to stimulate new growth. And finally, fermented carrot puree is a fertilizer rich in potassium, beta-carotene, natural sugars, and antioxidants. Potassium is key for abundant blooming, while sugars feed soil microorganisms that help keep your plants healthy. Blend 1 carrot with half a cup of water and let the mixture ferment in a covered container at room temperature for 24 hours. Then dilute it in a liter of water and water the rosebush every 15 days. You'll see improved blooming and increased plant vigor and resistance. As you can see, you don't need expensive or chemical products to have spectacular rose bushes. These homemade fertilizers will keep your plants strong, with shiny leaves, abundant flowers, and healthy roots. You can rotate them depending on your plant's needs, whether it needs to grow and has just been pruned or is in full bloom. The key is consistency, observing your plants and giving them exactly what they need. And if, in addition to feeding your plants, you're also interested in propagating your roses and other plants, I invite you to watch my video where I explain the best homemade rooting hormones. They're highly effective, easy to make, and completely free. In that video, I show you step by step how to use them, when to apply them, and what results to expect. If that video isn't up yet, I'll leave you another excellent option while it's being published. Don't miss it.